Hi, and welcome back to the Midwest Degenerates show. I'm Alex. He's Caleb.
How's it going, everybody?
We're back at you with another episode. Sorry for missing Monday. Busy week. But we're back at you with another episode. Got UFC lined up. Got MLB slate, playoffs, and the other sports. We got a loaded schedule ahead of us tonight.
Yeah, and real quick, I just want to apologize for the listeners and the viewers out there for us not having an episode on Monday. For those of you that are also in the Midwest, y'all know that weather system that we had come through early Monday morning.
Brutal.
And Alex, I forgot to tell you this, but yeah, my podcast studio was flooded Monday whenever I got home from work.
It told me it was flooded, so I had a feeling that it had to have affected the podcast studio a little bit.
Yeah, I think I had about a good 6 inches of water standing down here.
God damn.
Luckily, my wife was home and managed to move my surround sound shit in time before the water got too high. So that got saved. So I'm not out a couple $1,000 there.
Royal stuff is untouched because it's on the table.
Yeah, it's all fine. It's up high. So
Amen. Amen. Yeah, moving from you. It was just my birthday Monday. Family in town. Couldn't really find the time.
yes.
But we're back with you guys. I will say we haven't done an episode since the draft, and they wouldn't let us bet on it here in Missouri, so we kind of forgot about it a little bit. Two big things coming out of the draft, or two biggest things. Well, three things. I'll get the obvious one out of the way first. Mendoza, number one to Raiders. Will it make a difference? They have the running back, they have the QB, but they don't have anything else. I'm not a Raiders fan. I will say their over-under is 4 for the year, so I do think they'll get over 4. I think they'll finish with like 6, 5 or 6. It'll be a close one, but they're
You
hitting that
know,
over.
I'm under the assumption that the only reason why Tom Brady and Mark Davis brought in Kirk Cousins is so they had somebody in Vegas to make Mendoza feel safe.
It tracks. Hey, I will say, I want to come over to you mentioned our boy. I need to find it because I'm going to have to go to the actual football tab. But there was a future pick you could do, and I don't know if it's still there or if they already pulled it down. It looks.
Yep, it's still there. I put in one on it Friday. I want to say.
Let me see. Let me just type in Kirk Cousins. Oh no, I can only bet on him for MVP now. God dang it, dude, that's so lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a plus 115 to start week 1 for the Raiders, and that seems like the most free plus 115 they've ever given out in their existence.
I have a feeling, just from what I've heard Brady kind of talk about Mendoza and how he's kind of uh doing him, I'm having a feeling it's going to be Kirko starting week 1.
I agree with you, dude, but I just saw something massive. WNBA has already started.
Yeah. We can't bet on the games yet, I don't think.
Yeah, we can, dude. Preseason games are live. Portland Fire at the Seattle Storm.
No way, I just checked this morning.
And there's point scorers. Oh my god.
Oh.
I don't know if there's over-unders. I don't think there's over-unders. Rebounds! Rebounds!
You taking on rebounds?
So I'm gonna take this Luisa Gaysolder for 4 plus. Yeah, and I'm gonna go here 6 plus. I'm gonna take this Dominique Malonga. To score 5 points. Ooh. If I'm taking her for 4 rebound, I don't even know. I don't know if I want over-unders on this, man. I don't want these fucking straight player props. I just want over-under who's gonna win. Or, like, I want over-under on points. I don't want have to fucking alternate picks. Because I don't care to know these people except for their rebounds. Rebounds.
Well, technically, if you want to get technical about it, the over under for the Dominique Malonga for her rebounds, it'd be 7.5. For Luisa, it'd be 5.5. And that Johnson, it'd be fucking 3.5 over.
Oh yeah, Johnson, Fouet. We'll take the over on Johnson's rebounds. They don't give us many options here, which is kind of lame. I got a 3 there for 687. I think I'll just let's go back to the WNBA, see what else. Do we have anything else? Dude, the Japan national team is playing the Phoenix Mercury. I'm taking Japan spread.
You
This one
think Japan spread?
Yeah, we don't have player props for this one, but I like Japan spread. Because we know, like, we know the Japanese got some ballers over there.
Yeah, I mean, we've been betting on it enough to know, like, they can ball.
They can ball. They can keep within 20 and a half of these ladies here in the United States.
You know, honestly, I would like to see the WNBA incorporate some of those Japanese women's basketball teams into the season.
Oh, dude, I completely agree
Like,
with you.
make them do like a partial merger, in a sense.
Mhm. Take some of the teams on.
Or like, fuck, do a relegation style with women's basketball in general.
Just worldwide.
Like the women's Japanese basketball league can be like, okay, I'm going to break it into college levels because it's easier than fucking soccer bullshit because I'm not some fucking la fuck pussy boy European motherfucker.
Mhm.
But like, say, the Chinese women's league, say that's like D2, then the Japanese can be like FCS, WNBA's just straight FBS.
Yeah.
Do it something like that, but we're in soccer, bottom 3 get relegated, top 3 or top 2 get moved up.
That'd work. I think that'd work, and it'd probably raise viewership at least a little bit.
Oh yeah, to make it more interesting.
100%.
Because think about it. Indiana road trip all the way to fucking Tokyo, turn around and go all the way back and play in fucking Minnesota.
I think the only issue with that would be the the travel time. If you get relegated to where you're an American team playing overseas, you either would have to live overseas or you would just have the most brutal schedule of all time. Year in and out.
Oh, it incentivizes them to be better.
Fair enough.
Or we could set it up where, kind of like how MLB teams used to do their road trips way back before airplanes and shit, whenever they were still taking trains. But, like, say back then, whenever they were taking like a West Coast trip, they would spend 4 weeks out on the West Coast playing all their West Coast games before they would come back out east. So say they do something like that. So say like Indiana, they're going to Japan for 2 weeks to knock out their road Japanese games. And vice versa later in the season, the Japanese teams come over here for like 2-3 weeks, do their set of games and whatnot.
I'm putting together a parlay for this. We got one WNBA game tomorrow, and I feel like, I put that slip we made. I had those 3. I don't remember their names. I had those 3 for the rebounds, and then the Japan national team to cover the spread. 50 cents was
What do
$7.
you think between the Fire and the Storm for tonight? Just make it just a straight 5-legger for all the shit tonight.
I didn't include the money line or spread on that one just because I don't know anything about those teams.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh
anything
shit, those are 2 expensive teams, aren't they?
yeah, you could go under
I
under
think
the
I like
total.
that.
I think with them both being expansions, they haven't had time at all to work out the chemistry.
Yeah.
I will say a nice little
That
three-way.
and presumably first-time head coach as well.
Oh yeah, that will definitely
Both
that'll take some
teams.
time. Yeah. What do we got? Oh yeah, I was looking at the game tomorrow between the Fever and the Wings. I took Backers for minus 375 to score 10 points. I took Clark Caitlin for 4+3. Well, nah, I'm not gonna do that because the 4+3s is already there. So I did Azzy
You said
Fudd.
you had Paige Buckers for 10+ points.
Yes. Layups will happen throughout the. You got to score 2 points, like a little over 2 points per quarter. So I feel like that's pretty safe.
Look
Clark,
at the odds for to record a double-double.
you know what I went with? Clark Caitlin 4+3s.
What's that one at?
Plus 750.
You know, I'm looking at that Clark Caitlin double-double.
You know, it makes sense. She'll score 10 points, and then if she plays women's basketball correctly, she'll.
Oh, assists alone too.
True. I think I'm gonna go Clark Caitlin 3+ made threes with a double plus Fudd 2+3s, and then Bleckers for 10+ points. Plus 7,400.
So you had her 3+3s and Fudd for 2+3s.
Yes. Plus the trip or the double.
Yeah.
I'm only putting 25 cents on it because my balance is low, but that's a fucking baller parlay right there.
And then if you think about it too, if you really wanted to, you could come in, do the 4+ rebounds for Clark Caitlin as well, and then the fucking 6+ assists.
True.
That brings it all the way up to plus 14,046.
Jesus.
I'll drop a quarter on it.
Yeah, I dropped.
$35.25.
Wait, what? Oh, 35 for 25 cents.
Yeah, $35 for 25 cents.
Jesus Christ.
The dollar was like 150 or some shit like that.
That's fucking banging. Back to we'll have to figure out where to fit WNBA into it or into the schedule of the podcast going forward because Lord knows we're gonna make it a fucking segment.
Oh yeah.
This UFC card though, it's looking like the Aussie card. Yep, they're in Perth, Australia. Seeing a lot of Aussie flags going up. It looks like they got an Aussie and they have one Aussie in every single fucking fight on the card. We'll start at the bottom. Cody Steele, 7-1, 0-1 in the UFC versus Dom Marfan. Now, for this undercard fight, my only explanation for why I'm making the pick that I am is if you check Discord and then scroll to on Tapology, scroll to where this fight is. You'll see this man, Dom Marfan, have the most insane stare. Just cold stare. 9-2-0. 5 fight win streak. Though his only loss was to Quillen Salkilld, who's in the co-main. He lost to him twice, actually. Yeah, his only 2 losses as a pro are to the guy in the co-main event of this card. He's beat everyone else. What's Steele?
You said that's Dom Marfan?
Yeah, Dom Marfan. And just look at his fucking stare, dude. And then this guy, fucking Cody Steele, lost his debut fight. And then this is his only other fight in the pros. Outside of that, he's had 2 grappling losses, decision loss.
I feel like I've seen him since we started this podcast.
Cody Steele. Here, hold up.
Something new I've seen.
We learned Caleb cannot use Tapology on his computer during the podcast, folks. It's not allowed. But Cody Steele, his only fight was UFC 312 in February 2025. And Dom Marfan, it's his debut. So both of these guys are unknown to the podcast so far.
You see, I've heard of Dom Marfan somewhere before.
I have too. Like, I wonder, was he on Contender Series or something? Oh no, I don't know why that doesn't show up as a UFC win on his record. Okay. It was before the podcast, but Dom Marfan, January 31st, UFC 325. Dom Marfan fought on the card. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dom Marfan isn't new to the podcast, he's new to the podcast, but he isn't new to us. Cody Steele is new to us.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can we pause real quick? I gotta go let the dog in.
Yeah. All right. Sorry about that, folks. We're back at it with you guys. On to our next fight for this, making the pick for this first fight on the card. Prelims. There we go. I'm gonna go Dom Marfan. What's his money line at? He's an underdog? Yeah. Dom Marfan.
Yeah.
Straight money line.
I'll go Dom Marfan with you.
That is fucking crazy having the guy as an underdog. I'd say borderline disrespectful. Next up, we got Jonathan Micallef, 2-0 in the UFC, versus Themba Gorimbo, 4-3 in the UFC. Micallef, what has he got going on? He beat Oban Elliot by sub. That's a good win. That's a good win. Oban Elliott's pretty fucking good. Kevin Jessett, not the best talent, but still a win nonetheless. Overall, he's doing pretty good in his fight so far. Themba Gorimbo, 4-3. Loss, decision win, TKO win, decision win. So he's on a 2-fight win streak before previously being on a 4-fight win streak. I want to say he beats the streak here, but he's not losing to good competition. Like, Jeremiah Wells is not a good fighter. Vicente Luque is a good fighter, but getting finished by him in the first round in a choke is not a good look. AJ Fletcher is a bad loss. He just has bad losses on his UFC record, and they don't paint a good picture going up against a 2-0 prospect in Jonathan Micallef.
Yeah, but Gorimbo, he's been showing in his past couple outings and even in his training footage, he's been showing significant improvements in both his wrestling and his clinch work. And then he's got the power behind him too, to where if he absolutely needs to, if he gets somebody in the right position, he can knock him the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. We'll just have to see if his because Micallef he has one loss by his one loss is by TKO, and then all of his other fights are uh and his since like but outside of his first two fights, every other fight is a sub or decision win. So we'll just it'll really just comes down to how this Themba handle the grappling attack of Jonathan Micallef. I think I'm gonna take what's time props. I think I'll do the yes to go the distance. Honestly,
Yeah, I mean, I'm liking Gorimbo. I am, and I think too as well. I'm thinking I might put a bet down for Gorimbo to win via knockout in the second round.
really,
Yeah.
I'll tail the Gorimbo pick. Hold up, let me go to my notes. Shit, no, not notes. Where the fuck is it? There we go. Yeah, I'll tail the Gorimbo pick with this. He's still is he still fucking like in deep with the Rock?
I think so.
Like he was like a Rock sponsored athlete or some shit, and then he got sponsored by Prime.
But that Gorimbo knockout in the second round is plus 2,500.
Shit.
I mean, we can't parlay it together, unfortunately, but it would be a good solo bet.
I agree with it. I think I'm gonna have to take the more I think about it, just with this being in Australia and knowing how that Aussie crowd gets behind their own fighters, like they're there from the first fight screaming, and I'm not talking myself into Micallef winning, but I'm talking myself into this fight going the distance. Like I don't think it'll be. I think that's my pick for this one is the distance, just because Micallef is going to go for the ground game. He isn't going to want to be in front of Gorimbo, especially if he's been working on like his striking. I mean, he's gonna even if he's been working on his wrestling, that's been his weak point in his career. To where I think Micallef is going to try and target it in wrestling. Tends to either lead to submissions or just fucking boring decision wins, and I'm leaning towards the fight to go the distance here at the plus 134 or one plus 132.
Yeah, I mean, I'm switching up from Gorimbo to the yes. I mean, there's not really a whole lot of difference in here. So, I mean, I can see it.
It's a safety blanket, kind of. Just like,
yeah.
As long as it goes to the distance, it fucking is fairly safe. Our next fight.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still putting down that solo bet for him to win by knockout in the second round. But
oh, I'm doing it too. I'm gonna put that fucking in here. I'm gonna honestly do that right now. Solo bet Gorimbo round 2 KO. All right. Next fight here, we got Wes Schultz out of the U.S. 0-1 in the UFC, 8-3 overall record, going up against Ben Johnston, making his UFC debut. He's got a certain stash that reminds me of someone, is all I can say about this feller. Wes Schultz, who was his last two, and when was it? Damian Penis. Damian Penis. I remember making jokes about this guy.
yeah,
We've covered him on the pod. Round one, yeah, Penis first round KO on this guy. Ben Johnston, is he a KO guy? He's a submission guy.
both of these guys are submission guys.
Shit. Mansur Abdul Malik lost to him. That's a good fucking guy. He lost to Guillotine in a fucking other promotion. Back on the Contender Series with a crazy finish. I think I got to go with Ben Johnston.
See, I'm thinking Schultz.
Who is this guy's one loss? Caleb Rideout. You sold me. Is Wes Schultz an underdog? Yeah, he is. We're taking underdog picks
Yeah,
on
and
this
then
card.
I'm going to do a side bet on this one as well for Schultz to win by submission in the third round.
It's just they're handing us these plus money lines to where it's like, why would we try and fucking do anything extra?
I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to get people to think kind of the way you were with the Aussie crowd, like backing their guys strongly,
Mm.
and people are buying into it.
And I definitely think like in this next fight, I think that's gonna play a fucking factor. I think
Yeah.
this next fight, uh, kind of just segueing. I think this next fight is gonna play a factor with Colby thickness. I think
Hold on,
he,
hold on, hold on. I just noticed something.
what?
Is all of this early as fuck in the goddamn morning?
Hold up. Yeah, it is. Yes. Yes. Dude, there's no better feeling than getting drunk at fucking 2:30 in the morning for UFC.
Well, I mean, shit, I know what I'm going to be doing while I'm watering fucking moms this weekend.
Be watching UFC.
Well, no, we got to say now I won't be watching
Oh, you won't know.
the UFC,
You
but
won't
I'll
be
be
watching
listening to
to
the
the UFC.
UFC.
Yeah, sure, totally.
Yeah.
Nature's grace and
My phone will be quote unquote flipped upside down.
yeah, quote unquote. Or covered up with a piece of paper. Who knows?
Yeah, clipboard.
There you go.
Drop it in a barrel of water.
Hell yeah. All right, next fight here on the card. That guy, thick knees versus Vince Morales. Vince Morales is 3-8 in the UFC. Thickness is 8-1, 1-1 in the UFC. I'm pretty sure he lost his debut. Yeah, he lost his debut against Ilya Toporia's brother, which no shame in that. Look at where Topuria is. And then he won his last fight. Yeah, Thickness. He lost to Toporia's brother in his debut.
Whenever I was doing my notes, everything I was finding on him was saying he was undefeated.
Yeah, outside of that fucking, I mean, he might as well be. No shame in losing to like if you lose to Topuria, like I don't know, man. That's expected. Those guys are fucking like, and he even took him to a decision. So like, it wasn't even that he got like his ass whooped. He made it out of the fight. Just he lost the decision. um, but his last fight won by decision against Josias Musasa, who he himself is 8-2. Granted, his only losses come in the UFC, but Vince Morales, he's 3-8, man. Like that, and this line is so close for what it is. I think I'm just gonna take Thickness money line -138.
You see, I'm thinking Morales by decision. Because I mean, he lost to the other guy apparently, I mean, this changed my whole bet as to what I was going to go with because I thought he was undefeated. I mean, it doesn't change it a whole lot, but yeah, I was thinking since it's going to be his first fight in the UFC, I was thinking it's going to be like a good test of him,
Mm-hmm.
like to see what he can handle, see if he deserves to belong there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to say Morales by decision because he's not going to try and do anything to knock him out. He's not going to try and make him tap or anything.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to whoop his fucking ass for 15 minutes just to see what kind of beating he can take in the UFC. Kind of giving him a taste of like, hey, do you want to be here or do you want to go home?
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to take Morales by decision. I'm still kind of thinking that's what might happen, but I could be wrong.
I'm just looking at my thing with this is it's like Morales. He's been booted from the UFC multiple times now. Or no, he's been booted from the UFC, been booted from side promotions. He's been booted from fucking everywhere, and now he's on a 3-fight losing streak in the UFC. He hasn't won in the UFC. Wait a minute. He has not won a UFC fight. What's Luis Smoko at now? 17-9. Not a Draco Rodriguez, 8-4. Let me put it okay. So for perspective, this guy Morales is 10 and whatever, or he's fucking 16-10. Uh, he's on a 3-fight losing streak. Won in the UFL Ultimate Fight or United Fight League. He won in Tough Enough. Won in Ryzen, and then Front Street Fights, and then XMMA. But go back 2022 November 19th. Lost a decision to Miles John, not a good fighter at all. Lost a decision to Jonathan Martinez, which Martinez is good, but lost to him. Won against Luis Smoka in December 4th, 2021. Draco Rodriguez, August 7th, 2021. Loss, win, loss. And that's his UFC history. Like he has not won a UFC fight since 2021.
Yeah, I'll go with you on the Thicknesse money line.
I just don't. This is one of those ones where I'm gonna see a post from UFC roster tracker saying that fucking this dude
Where
got
you at?
Morales gets cut.
I was gonna say what do you think about the fight to go to the distance, but it's minus 225.
Oh, it's minus 225.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thicknesse. He just wins decisions. I don't know. He just wins decisions. Next fight up. Okay, this is a trap fight. May not seem like a trap fight, but I promise you this is a trap fight. We got Jacob Malkoun versus Gerald Meerschaert. And let me tell you about Meerschaert real quick. He is one of the most dangerous fighters in the UFC that you would never expect. Malkoun's on a 2-fight winning streak before he had a DQ loss to Cody Brundage. Outside of that, Brendan Allen is a top prospect in the fucking middleweight division. Phil Haas is a fairly bad loss, but it's so long ago it can be forgotten. 5-3 in the UFC for Malkoun. Just beat Torres Finney. I remember talking about him a good amount because he's a weird looking motherfucker with no neck.
Yeah.
Meerschaert. Oh, I didn't realize it's this bad. Meerschaert's on a 4-fight losing streak, which is terrible. His last win was in 2024 against Edmund Shabazian. Rainer de Ritter lost to him. Brad Tavares lost to him. Micallef Zajac lost to him. Kyle Dawkins lost to him. We're taking... I'm going to take the over 1.5.
All right.
That's about the only thing that I can take from this fight that has good, safe enough odds that I like.
I think I'm going to come through and I'm going to go do a bet for Meerschaert
Sub.
by submission.
Sub
Yeah,
round 3 sub. Meerschaert round 3 sub. Round 3 Meerschaert is a
round three
mythical
sub.
fighter. If Meerschaert gets to the 3rd round, for whatever fucking reason, he will randomly throw a submission attempt.
Plus 5,000. Shit, for him to get a submission in any round is plus 5,000.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that 3-way stack right there.
Yeah.
It's $3 to turn it into fucking 50, just like 50-50, like, if he does it. I don't see him winning a decision.
No. If he's going to win, he's going to have to finish.
Yeah.
But if you give him a neck, if you leave your neck unprotected, or you don't do anything to like thwart him from getting to your neck, you're done. It's over.
Yeah. Yeah, he is very good at submissions. That's the one thing that you cannot deny Gerald Meerschaert. He used to be one of my favorite fighters. He retired like last year, 2 years ago. His name's Paul Craig. He was called the Bear Jew. He was out of Scotland, and his thing was he would lose. Like, you'd put the easiest fighter ever, like just hand him a fucking layup, he'd lose. But you put him in front of a guy who's going to be fighting for a world championship in a year and a half, he's whooping ass. And Meerschaert kind of fell into that same category. He'd like not like crazy talents, but he'd randomly rip a sub on somebody that was supposed to beat the shit out of him. So hopeful for Meerschaert.
It's kind of following that same line.
Yeah. Let me see. Fucking what a weird name, Meerschaert. All right, so got that. Next fight we got up. We have Junior Tafa, 2-5 in the UFC versus Kevin Christian, 0-1 in the UFC. This fight's at light heavyweight. Kevin Christian has 3 TKO first round wins, 4 submissions in the first round. Never gone to the decision. Has 1 loss by KO, TKO, and 2 by submission. 1 second. Okay, I just got a merchandise drop from my mother. Live on the pod right here.
Nice.
Jeff Gordon merchandise. The GOAT. I know you like, who is he, like fucking Tony Stewart?
Carl Edwards.
Oh, Carl Edwards, my bad. What's this one? Medium. Oh, same shirt.
Yeah.
That is sick. Shout out Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, these are 13 years old now.
These are vintage at this point.
Yeah, they just came out of the bag.
Shout out my mom. Shout out my mom for the Jeff Gordon merch drop. We have that shit everywhere, and I didn't know about it.
I'll have to see if I can't find for the podcast studio. I have a checkered flag signed by Carl Edwards circa 2003, whenever he was still running the midget sprints.
Really?
Yes.
I could
gotta
go for a
find
lot.
it. It's around here. Also have a autographed Dale Earnhardt Jr. blanket that my grandmother made, like, whenever I was young, like, hand quilted and everything. Mom took it to the Bass Pro in Columbia because he was doing a signing there, and he tried buying it off of her because he thought it was fucking neat.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
And now he just got it sitting in a closet.
It's just sitting in the closet now?
Yeah.
Shit. I'm looking at this next matchup here between Tafa and Christian. And Tafa, I don't think he's won here recently at all. No, he lost to the same guy. Elikana, same way, just later in the fight. Lost to fucking Tuco from Breaking Bad. And then his last win was against Sean. I shit you not, this guy's name is Tuco Tokos.
Okay.
Lost to Walter Walker, Marcos Rodrigo de Lima, beat Sean Sheriff. Outside of that, that's his only win. Kevin Christian, if he doesn't win this fight, he might be one of the worst fighters on planet Earth. Junior Tafa is god awful. He's there's Junior and Justin Tafa. They both are terrible. They're just brawlers. All they do is fucking brawl. You put them on the ground, they don't know what to do. They just roll around like dogs. So I think it's Kevin Christian. He's from Brazil. If he's able to take anything from Tafa's previous fights and go for a submission, which he has had submissions. His 2 fights ago, he got a submission win via a triangle armbar, which is he likes a triangle armbar. Apparently, he's got 2 of those, and that could really pay off against Tafa. Tafa doesn't know what to do in weird circumstances like that. So I like the plus 164 pick on Christian moneyline.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to take the safe bet here and go with under 1.5 rounds.
What's the line on that at?
Let me get to it real quick.
You said the under?
Yeah.
See, I like that
because I don't see this one making it out of the first at all. It's minus 182 for under 1.5.
I think I'm gonna tail that.
Because either Junior Tafa is going to knock him out in the first round, or fucking Christian's going to make him submit in the first round. And I will be going through and doing side bets on him as well for that. Junior Tafa for a first round knockout is plus 185. And Christian for a first round sub is plus 800.
Shit. I think on this one I'm gonna do it. The way I have it written down is either under 1.5, or if you want a plus play, take just Christian straight money line. I'll go ahead and on my slip. I'm gonna do 2 slips over time. I'll go back and I'll fucking put the alternate picks in. But I'm gonna stick with the under 1.5 with you on that. Then we got one more fight here on the prelims. It says, one more fight on the prelims. We got Cam Rouston versus Robert Bryczek. Cam Rouston 14-3, 2-0 in the UFC. Bryczek 1-1 in the UFC. Rouston 33rd ranked global middleweight. Bryczek 49th ranked overall global middleweight. Rouston, who's he beat? Brundage, Petrosky, Holmes. You sweat your hand, or no? Yeah. I mean, it's what you're handed. You can't really. You get what's put in front of you. We watched him beat Brundage up. I'm sure you remember that one. And then he beat up Petrosky, which he should beat up Petrosky. He did what he's supposed to do. And then he won his contender series fight in round 1. Bryczek, let me check his shit out.
Mr. One Shot.
Bryczek is? Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Beat Brad Tavares, lost to Unacceptable. I'm taking. You do not. Cam Rouston, straight money line. You don't fucking lose to Ihor Poteria.
I don't know. I gotta go with Bryczek.
Dude,
Then I'm even going to go through. I'm going to do a side bet for Bryczek by knockout in the first round at plus 650.
See, I just don't know because, like, that's so reliant on one punch. Because with Bryczek, you're not getting like multiple opportunities. Literally, that dude is one shot and that's it. You get one, like he has one shot to fucking cripple their chin, and if he doesn't get that one shot, then it's just wraps.
And Ralston, I don't know. It's just me. Whenever he's in the cage, he looks like a sentient string bean.
A sentient string bean.
Yes.
He does look really scrawny. I think you sold me on that. I think I'll flip to Bryczek.
Like I feel like if Bryczek can land that one hit, Ralston's gonna be in the ICU for a hot minute.
Yes.
Like he's going to break something. Something will break.
I can agree with that. Wait 1 second. But... All right. Yeah, I don't. It could be brutal. The more brutal KOs, the better. I'm always down for fucking like. If I see a seizure in the octagon, it's a good night.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta fucking scroll down a little bit. First fight: Tuivasa, Louis Sutherland. We just saw old boy Louis. Literally, like it felt like 3 weeks ago. Oh, because it was barely over a month ago, he lost. And then he lost his fight before that. Hasn't won in the UFC. Tuivasa is so fucking bad though, dude. Like I think Ty's on like a 7 or 8 fight losing streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me look at the odds.
Yeah, but he's going up against that Louis Sutherland. He's younger. Still hasn't faced the level of competition that Ty has, or the level of competition that Ty is. I mean they're both guys that want to stand in the center of the ring and like exchange some punches. Like they don't want to bear hug against the wall. Like they want to settle shit.
Yeah. And Ty just has awful stamina, like god awful stamina. Louis Sutherland, he's had a decision win, 2 decision win, 2 decision wins and a loss, so he's got a good amount of losses by decision. I will say that. Tuivasa, I think he made it to a decision in his last fight. Yeah, his last 2 fights have actually gone to decision. I'm gonna take the over on this one. The over 1.5 rounds.
I like that, but I think let me check the lines real quick.
Cause like I'm like Ty, I don't think Ty's been KO'd. Oh no, he's been TKO'd. He has been TKO'd a good amount. I thought he had like a fucking chin of steel, but I guess not.
Yeah, I think I'm stuck between either the over on the total rounds or the no for the fight to go the distance.
What are the odds?
For the fight to not go the distance, it's minus 370.
I'm just gonna take the over 1.5. Because I think Ty is not gonna get, like, if he gets KO'd, it's because he gets fucking tired.
Well, I'm thinking this might just be like the bounce back fight for Ty, and he could wind up walking out of there with a first round knockout.
Do we go big balls and just do Ty money line?
I don't know though, because he doesn't have stamina. If it makes it out of the first round, I'd be worried that he'd be able to either survive the rest of the fight or be decent enough to win off of points.
A tie decision is going to come down to the first round and then the first minute of the second and third. He gets that minute on the bench, just, big man breathing. He gets up and he gets a minute. He gets a minute max before he's drained again. But he gets that minute. So if he's able to do enough in that minute to Louis Sutherland, I think there is, I've talked myself into it. I'm taking Tuivasa money line. He has potential in the decision because Sutherland, I don't. If it comes down to it, I think Tuivasa, he is able to put some fucking blows on a dude. He's going to be able to wobble Sutherland in a way to where it comes down to a decision. They're going to go, Sutherland didn't do anything to this guy. This guy just fucking gassed himself out. And this guy fucking rocked him 4 times and dropped him twice. You know?
Yeah.
Oh no, my bad. I had this backwards. Ty is a minus 205? I thought Ty was the underdog. Bro, yeah, I'm sticking with Ty. I'm still taking the minus 205 Ty Tuivasa money line. I don't know why he's a minus 205 favorite, but I'm taking his money line.
And I mean, that's a good bridge in the middle, too, between the fight not to go the distance and for the over 1.5.
Yeah, just brings
Because
it
either
kind of
way, we're
center.
still kind of thinking he's going to win.
Mm,
But this way, we're just covering all of our tracks here.
100%. Let's see. Next fight up on the card here. Another heavyweight bout. Shamil Gaziev versus Brando Pericic. Brando, 6-1. Just beat Louis Sutherland, beat Alicia Ellison. 2 first-round wins. Both come in within fucking 10 seconds of each other. 2 wins on the regional, a loss on the regional, a win, another win. Not small sample size. Gaziev is able to pull submissions, but Gaziev, he's 3-2 in the UFC. Lost his last fight by TKO. Won the fight before that by a right hook KO. Won a decision. The craziest thing I've ever fucking seen. Shamil Gaziev was so fucking fat and lazy in his fight against Jairzinho Rosenstrike that it came to the 5th round, or no, the 4th round, not even the 5th round. He didn't make it to the 5th round. He made it to round 4, or it was either he made it to round 4, or he made it to the end of round 4 and round 5 was about to start. And he quits on the bench because he isn't able to breathe. Shamil Gaziev is blob maxing. Pericic, he isn't far behind it, but he looks a little bit skinnier. He's got TKO wins. Gaziev's just gonna try and wrestle. That's all Gaziev is gonna try and do. What are the odds on this one? Tell me. Okay, good. I'm taking Pericic. I was gonna feel insane if Gaziev was the dog.
Thinking,
or was the favorite.
The over under is 1.5. I was hoping it was going to be 2.5 because I don't think it would go more than 2.5.
I'm going to take the under 1.5. Total rounds under 1.5. Yeah. I think the under 1.5. We look at Gaziev if he gets a KO, Gaziev if he wins. Round 1 TKO, decision, early round 2 TKO, round 1 sub, round 1 punches, round 2 sub, or round 2 early round 2 TKO. Like Gaziev has a couple of fights that have gone to decision, but for the most part they've gone no longer than like a minute and a half into the second round. So I do like the under on that.
All right.
Let me do that. Fucking I'm trying to fucking input the picks as we go. Gaziev versus... Fucking fix that. Sweet. All right, cool. So that one under on the total rounds brings us to Tim Elliott versus Steve Erceg. Tim Elliott, older guy, been around the promotion a long time. Steve Erceg, newer to the game. He's shown some promise. He had a good title fight where a lot of people think he got screwed out of the title. Hasn't really done too much since then to show that that was really the truth. Or actually, no, it fucking skipped over a fight. Hold up. It just straight skipped up a fight. Let me find this shit. Hold up. You can't bet on this fight.
Which one?
Fucking Marwan Rahiki versus Ali Schmid. Or is this one of the fizzled fights that just hasn't been updated? No, it's still there. Weird. You just can't bet on Marwan Rahiki versus or Ali Schmid.
Huh.
Let me just try typing his fucking name. Yeah, nothing. Huh. Weird. Well, guess that's that. No point if there's no lines. But Tim Elliott versus Steve Erceg. Erceg's 4-3 in the UFC. Elliott's 10-11. Elliot doesn't fight very often. He fought in August of 2015 and then did a grappling match a few months before that and lost. And then his last match before that was 2023 against Sumadaraji, which he got a round one round one submission. Elliot doesn't get TKOs. He goes for submissions or decisions. Erceg is more of a pure boxer, not that good of a ground game. Looking at this, like he got he lost a decision to Pantoja, which is the one I was telling you about, where people thought he got robbed. Lost it by TKO to Kai France. That was a brutal finish too. Lost to Brandon Moreno by decision. Moreno hadn't really won anything of note up until that. And then Ode Osborne, he beat Ode Osborne by decision. What's the lines looking like here? I'm just gonna do will the fight go the distance? Yes, at -180.
I like that.
I could see Erceg KOing Elliot, but I could also see Elliot sneaking a sub in on Erceg. I could really see this going either way, but I do think it'll end up going the distance at the end.
Yeah. And honestly, I could see Erceg winning by decision.
I could too. I think I'd do a solo bet on that.
I don't know. There's just something about Ercegs that even though they're performing shitty as shit, everybody thinks they're doing good.
We need to teach Lucas Erceg how to close her max.
Yes.
What do you think it is? Do you think he's stretching too much? Do you think he's too smart?
No, I really think so. I think that's what set me apart in high school whenever I was pitching.
Were you a closer?
Everybody else would take like 30 minutes, 45 minutes to warm their arms up and throw and everything. Nah, I went out there. First throw I made of the day was fucking 100%. All gas, no brakes.
What speed were you throwing?
In high school, junior year, right arm I was hitting 85, left arm I was hitting 87.
Are you a lefty?
Ambidextrous.
Just better throwing with the left?
Actually, I had to teach myself how to throw left-handed.
Did you see Randy
I naturally
Johnson?
throw right-handed. Yeah.
You saw Randy Johnson where like I can get extra velo if I throw with my left.
No, it was more Clayton Kershaw and Brett Saberhagen
Seeing
and
them,
Quisenberry.
Dan Quisenberry.
Like all those old guys. I mean, I know Kershaw's not really old, but whenever you debut in fucking 2006 in place of fucking, I think it was Randy Johnson that day. Or no. It was him and Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer was supposed to start for Randy Johnson and Clayton Kershaw. I want to say it was Nolan Ryan he was supposed to start for, but I know that's wrong. It was another one of those big name guys that was up there with Johnson. Because they were saying, I remember that last year they made a clip of it because, as we all know, Kershaw retired last year. Officially at the end of the World Baseball Classic was whenever he officially retired. But whenever that happened, it was a spring training game. Or no, it could have been, I don't know, it was either spring training or very end of the season. This was fucking 20 years ago, so give me some grace. But fucking they were saying like, yeah, you were supposed to have a pitching matchup of two future Hall of Famers. And instead we have two guys making some of their first starts of their career. And then, 20 years later, you could say the same thing where both of them are for sure Hall of Famers.
Yeah. That's just crazy to think about. And how time is kind of just a flat circle. I wonder, who do you think, like, think about, like, what pitcher do you think out of, like, coming out of those two guys, who do you think's, like, who do you think they're passing the torch to?
It's so hard to tell anymore because you don't know, like, who exactly is gonna carry the torch from now on. And I mean, I know he's not the youngest of guys, but I feel like Tyler Glasnow for the Dodgers kind of took that torch from Kershaw. Because Glasnow was always with the Dodgers, like coming through the farm system and everything. So he came up in the same organization that Kershaw helped build the current status of.
Shout out to Tulsa Drillers.
And then, well, fuck, you got Max Scherzer, who, in my mind, he'll always be a Hall of Famer. You throw a no-hitter and a perfect game, you deserve to be in the Hall. But he's one of those guys that's been so vocal in the dugout and in the clubhouse of berating other pitchers, where it's hard for somebody to want to come and like follow under his wing.
Yeah, I get that.
And like, I think just seeing how many times he's bounced around on teams these past couple years, like, really shows it too, because he didn't last on the Mets. He didn't last really with the Nationals. Didn't really last with the Astros either. I mean, I want to say this year he's back on the Nats, but
Mm. Wait, who was it again?
Max Scherzer. Went to the University of Missouri.
Blue Jays.
So yeah.
We kind of got sidetracked there talking about closer Maxine. And we can double back on that because we're gonna go to MLB after this anyways. Just want to burn through this co-main and main event. We have Beneil Dariush versus Quillen Salkilld. Quillen Salkilld 4-0 in the UFC, 11-1 record. Beneil Dariush 23-7-1 with a 17-7-1 record in the UFC. Dariush definitely a vet coming into this fight, 100%. Lost first round KO to Benoit Saint Denis. Beat Moicano by decision. Lost to Armin Sarukian by first round TKO. Lost to Oliveira by TKO. Decision win streak with some TKOs at the beginning of it. Salkilld, he's just coming into the UFC. He's taking names. He is absolutely taking names. And here's the thing. Salkilld is he is a self-proclaimed minority hunter. He wants to defeat every minority possible while he is in the UFC. And Beneil Dariush, guess where he's from?
I'm guessing by his name. I'm guessing somewhere like that ends in a Stan.
Afghanistan. And he's already taken out an Indian, a Pakistan. Let me double check. So he took out Malarkey, who Malarkey was kind of like friendly fire. That was like killing your own guy. But Malarkey's shit. Before that, he had Nasrak Hakpardas, who's from Afghanistan. So he's already beaten Afghani. He beat Yanal Ashmuz. I don't even need to say anything else with a name like Ashmuz. That'll get this video immediately demonetized if I say anything else besides his last name. They don't play about those in modern day America. Shout out Bibi Netanyahu. Please don't take this video down. Beat Anshul Jubilee, Indian, first round KO. 19 seconds into the fight. That was hilarious to watch. Punches him like twice, and then the guy gets KO'd. Beat Don Marfan. I'm taking Salkilld. Dariush has a weak chin at this point in his career. Salkilld. I'm gonna do double chance.
And Salkild's the one that's the minority hunter, correct?
Yes. I'm gonna do Salkilld by KO or points. Like it's minus 260. Minus 260, but it brings down the odds a good bit. Like it cuts him in half. He doesn't get really subs too much. Like he knows how to sub, and he'll whip out a sub, but primarily he's a TKO guy. And I feel like with how Beneil is as a fighter, where he is, his chin is super weak. It's gonna come down to Salkilld getting that TK or that KO. And then our main event. I am hyped for our main event. Also, shout out Salkild's mustache. That's a solid fucking mustache. Can you see the mustache on the UFC page?
Let me. I'm on FanDuel right now. Unload. Yes, I can.
Isn't that an amazing mustache?
It looks really familiar.
We've covered him already. I may have even already pointed out that he hunts minorities, but I'm going to point it out every time we talk about him. All right, and then this main event, we got Jack Della Maddalena versus the former champion Jack Della Maddalena. Only lost because he was going against Islam, which no hate. Islam's Islam. bound to happen. Going against Carlos Prates. Della Maddalena 8-1 in the UFC. Prates 6-1 in the UFC. Maddalena's only losses to Islam. Prates' only losses to Ian Gary, who's actively trying to get a fight with Islam. These guys have similar styles, like not super similar, but Maddalena, he's a boxer with really good defense. Like if you get him on the ground, you can take advantage of him a little bit, but when it comes to getting him on the ground, you're not going to have a fun time. And his boxing is world class. He has insanely good boxing for a UFC fighter. He may not get the KO immediately, but he will put the fucking beat down on somebody with his boxing. Carlos Prates, he's more Muay Thai, kickboxing sort of style. He goes for a lot more elbows, knees, kicks than Maddalena will. This fight will not go to the ground. If it goes to the ground, I'll be very disappointed because it has no right to be there.
Yeah.
This is gonna. Prates doesn't lose. Prates has one loss in his career, and it was super early on via TKO in the first round. Outside of that, he has not lost by KO TKO. Fucking Della Maddalena, let me check him. He lost his first 2 fights ever. His first one by TKO in the 3rd round, and then by sub in the 1st round in the 2nd fight. But outside of that, he's never lost anything besides a decision. And I don't think Prates is not going to have the ground game. He's not going to be able to wrestle Maddalena. This is just going to be a straight beatdown. Neither of these guys are going to go down. I can almost guarantee that. I almost want to do. Well, let me get to the fight here. Yeah, it's a pick 'em for very justified reasons. Prates is slight favorite. It's plus odds, but I'm taking the fight to go the distance. This fight is neither of these guys are going to be able to finish each other. They are both going to be beating the shit out of each other, but they are not going to be able to get the finish. I'll just stick to that. The plus 180 for the fight to go the distance.
Yeah.
I'm predicting this to be a really good brawl between these two. Let me fucking punch that in for our viewers. What's the odds? Oh yeah, minus 260. All right, so running back through all of our picks. We don't have striking numbers up yet, which I would be betting on striking numbers if they were up. For this fight, I'd take both of these guys to easily go for over 100 significant strikes apiece. We got Dom Marfan money line plus 164. Micallef versus Gorimbo, either to go the distance or Gorimbo to get a TKO in round 2. Wes Schultz money line plus 126. Colby Thicknesse money line minus 138. Malkoun versus Meerschaert over 1.5 total rounds. Tafa versus Christian under 1.5 total rounds. Malkoun versus Meerschaert over. Tafa versus Christian under. Sorry about that. Dad stopped by. Say goodnight. But Malkoun versus Meerschaert over. Tafa versus Christian under. And I think I did another. Oh yeah, or you could do Christian moneyline plus 164. Bryczek moneyline. Tuivasa moneyline. Tui comeback. I like it. Hopefully we see a shoey on Saturday morning. Gaziev versus Pericic under 1.5 total rounds. Elliot versus Erceg, 2 go the distance. Salkilld versus Dariush. Salkilld by TKO or on points. This is 2 of the lines just went up. Micallef versus Gorimbo, the odds on to go the distance just went up, and then Thicknesse money line just went up. Salkilld by TKO or points, and then Della Maddalena versus Prates, 2 go to decision. We'll slap 25 cents for $500 on that one. And then on to MLB. And we can get back to closer maxing real quick because I want to touch on something. How long do you think it will take a pitcher to break like that 106? Like break how long before a pitcher is throwing 107, 108, 110?
Within the next 10 years.
But you think the plateau is going to end?
Yeah.
I was watching an interview with Tarek Skubal earlier today, and they were like, "What are your tips for gaining velocity? How did you gain your velocity?" And he was like, "Well, I had Tommy John in college." But we got a loaded slate tomorrow, starting very early in the morning. Well, not very early, but 11:16 start on these games tomorrow.
Yeah, and then real quick, I want you to check your messenger. Oh shit, I didn't get the scorecard in it. But my slip for the Royals game already hit.
Already? Oh, dude, how is Walk? Dude, they haven't pulled Walkie yet, have they?
No.
Good shit. I think I have a part. Let me look at my slip for the Royals game then. Oh shit! No. Please tell me I didn't get logged out. God damn it! I got logged
Yeah, no,
out.
this slip hit. This slip hit in the 4th inning.
Let me see what mine's at. I need Waka for 2 more strikeouts. Both of the pitchers already hit their strikeouts on that slip, and I need Kurtz and Caglione for a hit. And then Royals, I need them to win by 2.
I don't think they're gonna win tonight.
Yeah, my slip's probably fucked. But if Waka can get 2 more strikeouts, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. I think he's good for at least 1 more.
Pray for that second. But our lineup tomorrow, starting at 11:16 a.m. Got some good teams here.
Yeah. There.
Also,
Right.
shout out the Bush family. I'm bringing this shit back. They're beautiful for that, man. Bush apple. American blessing.
All right, so we got the Detroit Tigers against the Atlanta Braves tomorrow morning at 11:16. Framber Valdez on the mound for the Tigers. Bryce Elder on the mound for the Braves. Braves have been on a tear here as of late. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take Bryce, the Braves run spread at +1.5, -205. And then Framber Valdez's strikeouts is over under for tomorrow is 4.5. Take that over.
Give me one quick second. -205. And then fucking. Oh, we already have that. Sweet. Who did you say? Elder?
Framber Valdez.
Over 4? Or what? or over 5?
Over 4.5. His
Oh,
over
shit.
under.
My bad. I'm looking. Oh shit. My bad. I was looking at all. Yeah, I'll just take the over. Sweet.
The next at 11:36, and these times are all Central Time, of course. We got the Giants and the Phillies. Logan Webb on the mound for the Giants. Carlos Sanchez on the mound for the Phillies. Phillies money line, minus 134.
Phillies money line minus 134.
Yeah, I'm still not. I can't hop on the board. I can't hop on the train with the Giants. I can't.
Yeah, I can't either. They haven't wiped house or cleared house.
Yeah. Then, which they should. I think they're at that point. I know he's still young into his career. They need to get rid of that manager they got, that
I completely
college
agree.
guy.
It just doesn't
I
work.
think he's a clubhouse cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's you can tell in the play and how a lot of the guys, whenever they're out there, they act like they absolutely do not want to be in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And it's fucking hard as shit to win a ball game whenever nobody wants to be there.
Need morale up. Need morale up big time.
Yeah. The next up at 11:36 as well, we got the Cardinals of St. Louis going into Pittsburgh facing the Pirates. We got Hunter Dobbins on the mound for the Cardinals. Paul Skenes on the mound for the Pirates. We're going to take the Pirates spread at minus 1.5 at plus 102. Hey, Cards are slumping right now.
They're
And they
hitting
gotta go
slump.
up against. Yeah.
Me with the red bush can, man. The red bush can. The Bush family, man.
We're gonna take on this one too. We're gonna take Paul Skenes for 6+ strikeouts.
Alt strikeouts. What's his 6+? Oh my god, his fucking odds. Minus 290 on that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Then again, another 11:36 game. We got the Houston Astros
Man,
going
those
up
cheating
against the
fucks.
Orioles. What's that?
Those cheating fucks.
Yeah, fuck them. On the mound for Houston is Peter Lambert. On the mound for Baltimore is Chris Bassitt. Here. I think on this one, we're going to take the over Peter Lambert strikeouts at 4.5. It's plus 100. And then Chris Bassitt strikeouts. I think we're just going to do 3+ at minus 650.
3+. All right.
Because he's got 10 strikeouts on the year through 5 appearances.
That's not very good.
Yeah, and his over-unders at 4.5. He ain't getting the 4. He's hit 3 in 2 of his games this year. So
Wait, so should I
I
just
feel like that's about the average.
shit? I'm on the wrong game. Let me go back to it. Would it be worth it to just take his fucking under instead?
We could.
Under because he just under 5.
We could do the under 4.5.
Or yeah, well yeah. So yeah, under 4.5. So 5. I don't know what the fucking difference is between them saying 4.5 and 5 because it ends up being the same whenever it's playing. Let's see.
All right.
Oh, and then did you take Astros or Orioles on that one?
I'm not going to take a money line on that one.
All right.
They're both at a similar point in the year. They're both playing similar ball. It's literally anybody's game, and I want to say it shows with. Yeah, those are pretty much pick 'em odds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably will shift by tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Next we got at 11:41, we got the Colorado Rockies going into Cincinnati to face the Reds.
I got the
Michael
Rockies.
Lorenzen on the mound for the Rockies. Andrew Abbott on the mound for the Reds. Rockies money line.
I took the words right out of my mouth.
All right. This one we only have game lines listed for it so far, and the Mets pitcher, Freddie Peralta. So we're going to go ahead and skip this one just because there's nothing we can really go off of.
Yeah. Well, I will say Mets still in free fall, correct?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they actually found Mr. Met in a Jersey Mike's in the bathroom.
That's how you know it's getting real bad out there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip that over with you. I wanted to say Nationals, but I don't know how bad it is in Washington.
Washington, the only thing that scares me about picking them is who the fuck are they throwing out on the mountain tomorrow?
They don't even know.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and stay away from that one because I feel like it's going to shift so much by shit, even 5 o'clock in the morning. It's going to look completely different. I guarantee it.
Mm. Let's see here.
Next up, we got the Arizona
D-bags.
douchebags going up the Milwaukee Brewers.
D-bags.
Michael Soroka on the mound for the D-bags. Brandon Woodruff on the mound for the Brewers. All right, I believe we're going to go with the douchebags.
Straight money line.
Yeah, straight money line. And we'll do Gary Sanchez on this one as well for 1+ hits, runs, and RBIs.
Who was it?
Gary Sanchez.
Hell yeah. Shout out Gary Sanchez. I fuck with your name.
Well, you got to throw one of those guys that not every other podcast is going to be throwing out there.
True.
That's how all of the listeners out there know we're not just following what other people are saying.
True. We gotta go deep cuts a little
I
bit.
mean, I'm sure they can probably tell by what we fucking say, but
Shit, 1 second.
all right.
What is Gary? Oh yeah, minus 220. All right. Now we got our hometown team right here.
Yep, we got the Kansas City Royals going into Sacramento to face the Sacramento Athletics at 2:06. Noah Cameron on the mound for the Royals. Jeffrey Springs on the mound for the Athletics.
Royals are on a bit of a tear right now.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I don't think we're going to win tonight, but
Oh man,
who knows?
they fucking pulled Waka.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not winning
And
tonight.
I hit the limit on it. I can parlay together somehow.
What did you pick for this game?
So far, I just have the over on both pitchers' strikeouts. Noah Cameron over 4.5, and Jeffrey Springs over 4.5. And I can have one of them, but I can't have the other.
Oh, it's a 12-leg, or only let you go up to 12-legger.
Shit. Well, in that case, we'll just take Jeffrey Springs because he's got better odds.
All right.
Even then? Oh, yeah, no, it's let me know. Okay. So, yeah, I guess that's our 12-leg parlay then. And, yeah, I think we're going to just
Wait, which one did you
stick
take?
with.
Did you take anyone in terms of like Royals or Athletics, money line or spread?
I took Jeffrey Springs's over on his strikeouts at 4.5.
Okay, because I'm missing something because I got Astros, Orioles, I got Lambert over, Bassitt under. I got Cameron over, Springs over. I got Pirates minus 1.5, Skenes 6+. Then I got Braves plus 1.5, Valdez over 4.5, D-backs money line, Sanchez 1 HRR, Phillies money line, and Rockies money line.
Right, so you got. Oh, I also have Chris Bassitt for 3+ strikeouts for some reason.
Oh yeah, you gotta swap that and throw Noah Cameron.
Yeah, so now we're going to go in and add the Noah Cameron over 4.5. There we go. All right. And a quarter on that still pays out $230.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a quarter on that. It's a good parlay right there. Put that in. Sweet. And then don't really feel like it's worth fucking covering. I haven't been keeping up with NBA at all. I honestly probably won't until like the conference finals.
Yeah, I've just kind of lost. I've lost interest in the NBA. I've just been kind of waiting for the WNBA at this point.
I agree with you. The only thing worthwhile, and then I will say, Thunder swept the Suns. Outside of that, nothing really going on. Pistons might be the worst 1 seed of all time. They're losing to the
Oh,
8th
yeah?
seed. They're losing the 8th seed Magic right now in the series. I think Magic may have won the series tonight. Hold up.
Yeah.
Oh no, Pistons won the game tonight to make it a 3-2 series. But yeah, I mean, interesting stories, but nothing super crazy going on. Want to move quickly to our hockey games. We got tomorrow and Friday. They got them both posted, so I'll make a quick slip out of these. Stars at Wild. I love my Stars. We're gonna lose to the Wild. I'm taking the plus 1.5 stars. I'm just gonna go Wild money line. Wild are gonna win. We're gonna lose the series. It's gonna be rough. If I'm wrong, great, but it's at Minnesota. Minnesota put belt to. I mean, they honestly put belt to ass. Last matchup, 4-2. It's looking rough for the Stars. Edmonton at Anaheim. Draisaitl's back in Edmonton off the injury. He's been coming back to shape, no problem. I have odds or player odds. Player, yeah, it's not even anytime goals. Okay, so we're gonna take Connor McDavid, anytime goal scorer, and then we're gonna come down here and we're gonna go also Draisaitl, anytime goal scorer. Do we have goalie saves? We do not have goalie saves, unfortunately. I would be placing bets on goalie saves. We're gonna do the over 6.5, and we're gonna do. Well, that'll be all we do for that one. That'll be all we do for that one. It's enough picks there. Then Friday matchup, Lightning versus Canadians. Let me check how that one's going right now.
I can tell you right now, our WNBA bet that we put in before the pod isn't looking the best.
What is it?
Or it might have been at the beginning of the pod.
Is it the Japanese team?
No. Luisa has 0 rebounds, 12 points. Johnson has 2 rebounds, 9 points. And Dominique Malonga has 9 rebounds and 5 points.
Malonga had good odds for that many rebounds, so I'm pissed at myself. Looking at the NHL though, Philly won in overtime, so Philly beat the Penguins tonight. Philly moves on to the divisional round. Montreal is up 3-2 on the Lightning. Close game. Oilers won Game 5 against the Ducks, 4-1. Bruins barely beat the Sabres. I remember that game. Fucking Pasternak. So I'm gonna do an alt bet here if it will let me. It will not let me, unfortunately. I wish it would let me do an alt line where I could take fucking Sabres. I'm gonna take Boston plus 1.5. I'm gonna take Boston plus 1.5 and then under 5.5 because I think. Well, let's see. Oh, they beat the shit out of them. Okay. Under. Every game in the series outside of one has hit the under in that Buffalo Bruins series. So I like the under 6 and the plus 1.5 for Boston in that one. NHL, back to it. Other game on Friday, Lightning and Canadians. I'm going to take Canadians money line under 5.5. Or, I mean, because I think that's the same sort of shit. Like this Canadian series, the same sort of shit. 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. Fucking 3-2. Every game in the series so far has been 3-2, unless I'm missing one and I don't realize it. Game 5, Game 4, Game 3. Yep. Where's Game 1? Only one game in the series has gone over. Every other game has been exactly 5 points, so we're taking the under 5.5 on that one. And then Canadians are going to close it out, win the series. 8-leg, same game parlay on that one. Let's see. Put a quarter on it. Put a quarter on it to win $20.30. And then that parlay is going to be Bruins plus 1.5, under 5.5 goals. McDavid anytime, Draisaitl anytime, over 6.5 goals. Canadians money line under 5.5, and then Wild money line. 25 cents to win $20.30. Then I guess we can burn through quickly.
Real quick.
Oh, what's up?
A half. You good?
Yeah.
I got a halftime parlay for you real quick
Let me hear
to put in Rockets Lakers game.
Okay.
Jabari Smith, 15 plus points. Dorian Finney-Smith, 10 plus points. Austin Reeves, 15 plus points. Marcus Smart, 15 plus points. Harry Eason, 15 plus points. Rory Hachimura, 10 plus points.
Wait, who?
Gary?
Who did you say? Gary Eaton? Oh, Terry Eason. Okay, my bad.
Terry Eason. And you got Hachimura for 10 plus points. Kennard for 4 plus rebounds. Hachimura for 4 plus rebounds. And Finney Smith for 4 plus rebounds.
All right. Put 25 cents on it.
And I'm still waiting for my one slip to
Cash. Yeah.
Yeah, even though it hit 3 innings ago.
So needless to say, with NASCAR, if it was more like, okay, do we have a road course this week, or do we have worth 400?
Fuck, where's that at?
1 second.
Where we at? NASCAR. Texas Motor Speedway.
My mom is the
Not
NASCAR contact, and she said it's oval.
Yeah, it's not the road course there. It's fucking full 1.5 miles.
Can we parlay these at all? Yes, we can. Oh no, we can't. I'm just gonna do Reddick to win again.
Yeah, that's all I've been doing NASCAR wise, just Reddick to win.
That's all there really is to do. He just keeps on fucking doing it. First car to retire. We have first car to retire and fucking F1 again.
Aston Martin.
Aston Martin. Aston
I'm
Martin.
gonna wait for that slip of cash before I put that one in.
I agree. I'm just gonna do F1. First to retire. Aston Martin. All right, hold up. Give me 1 second here. I just realized I've been muted this whole time. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I thought you were talking to somebody there in the room. So.
No, I know I was just fucking muted like a dumbass. But yeah, so Reddick to win in NASCAR, Aston Martin first to retire in F1. That brings us over to the fun thing of PGA with the Cadillac Championship.
All right. Oh. All right, so we're gonna go with a. What do you think of a 5-leg top 20 finish parlay?
I like it.
All right, so we're gonna do. We'll start at the top here. We will do Tommy Fleetwood at -165.
All right.
Victor Hovland at -145.
All right.
Um, we'll do Hideki Matsuyama at -145.
All right.
Harris English at -115.
That's 115. Got it.
And then Nikolai Hodggaard at -110.
Sweet. All right. I'm going to throw a quarter on that because I don't got anything else right now. But that's a quarter to win 384 with Fleetwood, Hovland, Matsuyama, English, and Hodggaard to get a top 20 finish all apiece.
And I feel like that one's really possible too. Like I would feel confident if you got like a decent win. I would feel confident putting like $5 on it.
100%. I'm like, it's low enough odds. I could definitely see it happening.
Yeah. And I mean, even then, like after the cuts on Friday, you might have a decent payout at that too.
100%. All right. Do we have any other picks we want to make for the night or game of the week or game of the day?
Didn't you have an award to give out for this episode?
Thank you for reminding me. So I'd like to give the worst gambler of all time award to Brendan Sorsby, Texas Tech, well, would be Texas Tech quarterback. He's not playing this year. He's not playing this year because of his gambling issues. Okay, I got the details on what he was doing. So underage, under the age of 21, Brendan Sorsby was going to Cincinnati Reds games and doing live bets on balls and strikes. $2.50 per pitch. Thousands of them. He is truly one of us. We got to give him that. But at the same time, you got to give him. We got to give him the worst gambler of all time award. Worst gambler of the week at the very least. I wouldn't say of all time because you got like, you got some of those MLB players who are getting held out of the Hall of Fame still because they gambled and Hunter Decker for Iowa State went and played NAIA after he got booted from Iowa State for gambling, and now he's this QB for the Houston Gamblers.
Fitting.
Yeah, very fitting.
So speaking of gamblers too, heard it. I've heard it before, but I finally got to like actually listen to the song today.
Mm-hmm.
But the song "Nine Ball" by Zach Bryan is about a dad betting on his kid playing pool, while his kid's only like 12 years old.
Hell yeah.
I came to the realization that is going to be me and my kid here in like 8 years whenever he's playing Little League Baseball. And I'm just fucking sitting over there betting on him.
Are you going to have him on a travel team?
Oh, fuck yeah. I have the full intention of putting together my own travel ball team that's just going to be kids that are shittier than he is, just to make him look 10 times better than what he's already going to be. That way, then we don't even have to fuck with college. He just goes straight to the draft after high school.
How fast is he going to be throwing at 13?
Shit, he better be hitting fucking 90.
Are you going to cut off his arm if he doesn't?
No, then we're going to go in for voluntary Tommy Johns.
Fair. Needs Tommy John surgery.
There yet, we'll see about getting his UCL replaced with that of a chimpanzees or an orangutans.
Well, hear me out. What if you do both and you do it at like age like 5 or 6 so it grows with them?
Well, at 13, it's still going to have time to grow with him.
Well, true, but we need maximum development, you know? Like, the thing is all these baseball players nowadays, they're getting Tommy John surgery and their UCL replaced in fucking college. You know, we're starting to see it in high school, and these high schoolers are starting to throw way faster. I'm suggesting we start doing it the second they start playing baseball. Like, if you make it from T-ball to baseball, you're getting your UCL replaced and you're getting fucking Tommy John on the spot. It's a requirement if you want to pitch.
I mean, that's pretty much what they're doing with kids in Japan.
We should be doing it over here. It'd work out in our favor. But you got a game of the day for us, Caleb?
So instead of just one, I actually have a combination of 3 games.
Oh, series.
And, well, 3 individual games from the same day.
Oh, shit.
And it's insane fucking scores.
Let's hear it.
So first one, Detroit Tigers coming in as favorites for this one at -130 against the Minnesota Twins. The Tigers went in and absolutely fucking dismantled the Twins 18-1.
Jesus Christ.
And to follow that one up, the New York Yankees, who are also favorited by -165, went into Toronto to face the Blue Jays. And the Yankees wound up winning 17-6.
It's fucking Yanks, man.
And then, on top of that, the Chicago Cubs and the Brewers, they were pretty much pick-em odds that day. The Brewers won 16-2.
Jesus. So it was
If you would have went and put a 3-leg parlay on those 3 games to all go over on the total runs, you would have hit by the 5th inning of each game.
My God. That's just a crazy statistic right there. April 9th.
I mean, if
April
you combine
29th.
those together, you're really looking. I mean, shit, even the Yankees Blue Jays game, you're looking at an NFL score there.
Yeah.
Like, that could easily be the score of an NFL game.
Like a low-scoring NFL game, 100%.
Like
no
fucking
doubt.
Giants Redskins. Or fucking
Pittsburgh.
Redskins Cowboys.
No, that's always a high scoring duel. Fucking, you're talking about that Pittsburgh Raiders matchup right there.
Yeah.
But I same thing as you. I also got 3 games going on my end for the NHL. All today as well. We had the New Jersey Devils going up against the New York Rangers. Devils came out 4-2. That sealed the series. Devils sweep the Rangers. No competition. Ottawa against Tampa Bay. Ottawa won 3-2. Senators won the series 4-1 with this win. They managed after game 4. They went back home, and it was pretty much just wraps for the fucking Lightning after that. I mean, defending Stanley Cup champion, so a bit of a shocker that they went out like that. I would have thought that they would have been able to do a 3-1 comeback, but guess not. And then last game we had a game 6 matchup between Anaheim and Calgary. The Mighty Ducks versus the Flames, and Anaheim came out in this one 2-1. Series now tied at 3-3. Game 7. And shit, Anaheim, they're avoiding elimination. They're really just trying to stay in it. And, you know, if they've managed to fucking somehow pull off this game 7, they're on to the quarterfinal. Is that Dan?
No, that is catalytic converter, and she knows she's not supposed to be up there.
Fucking catalytic converter. Oh, Jesus.
Hey, my wife wanted cats, and I told her if she wanted cats, I was going to name them. So that's how we got catalytic converter and Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel and catalytic converter.
And Daniel, he got his name because he's a white cat. Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white bands.
Oh, my lord. Oh, shit. But I think that pretty much concludes everything we got for our viewers on this week's episode. Any closing thoughts for us, Caleb?
Oh yeah, we won't have a Monday episode coming up because I know I for sure will be at Kauffman Stadium for the Jack Caglione Blazing Bat bobblehead.
I will be taking my father, and then he will be paying for the concessions as my birthday present.
Nice. I need to get a hit good enough this weekend where I can do the 999 challenge.
Do you have tickets already?
I'm gonna order mine probably Friday.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to wait until Friday, if you want to wait to get them until Friday, I could just fucking figure something out and we could just all get the same fucking section.
All right.
But yeah, shit, no Monday episode because Royals baseball. Royals baseball is honestly kind of taking a toll on the podcast. Going to games, missing episodes.
But it's worth it.
Yeah, it is absolutely worth it.
It gives us more content.
100%. I will say, fuck the Royals for moving that Angels game up by 3.5. Literally, it's 11:30. I planned on leaving at noon, and then I would have gotten to the game, or I would have gotten to Chillicothe at like 3:30. Would have been able to make it to the game at 4:30. Walk around the fucking stadium, bullshit, get seated, all that, with my dad. And then at 11:30, keep in mind I'm 4.5 hours away. At 11:30, they're like, you know what? Fuck it. 3:10 start time. I just can't go anymore. And SeatGeek, they're like, nah, man. Even though we didn't offer you insurance on these tickets, like, we're not doing shit for you. And then also, since you got them from a season ticket holder, you can't resell them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, like, whenever you told me that, I was going to see, like, oh, well, do you want to sell them? Or, like, are you able to? I would have fucking bought them from you and gone to the game. I mean, we're an hour and a half from Kansas City here. So,
dude, if you would have just fucking said that, I would have done it immediately. I could have forwarded, like, if you would have just, like, if we could have just, like, fucking, like, I don't know what payment method you rock with the most, but we could have figured that out, and I could have just fucking given them to you at, like, 10 a pop or some shit and gotten that done. But, I think that pretty much concludes this episode of the Midwest Degenerates podcast for us. I've been Alex. He's Caleb, and we'll catch you guys next week with another episode. Go Royals.
Yep, we'll see y'all next time.
Hell yeah. Have a good one, guys.